So my name is Dale Timpson. I've really been obsessed with horses since the first time I ever saw them. I just always loved horses. I really started enjoying it when I learned the Equus language through some of the top clinicians in the country. So I rode with Pat Pirelli, Ray Hunt, John Lyons, Clinton Anderson. These guys are the top clinicians, and all of them have a great program. And so I've learned bits and pieces from each one of them and developed my own program, which is Simplified Horsemanship. So I've taken the knowledge I've got and developed what I truly call simplified, because I keep two things in mind. Number one, I keep it simple, and number two, I keep it interesting. So we do a lot of different things with these horses to keep their interest. I've learned to communicate well enough that these horses are able to do things without a bridle, without a saddle. And so it's really been very exciting for me to be able to learn to communicate well enough with a horse. You don't need all these mechanical aids. So with that, we'll go to the round pen and I'll show you some things that I've been able to accomplish. Dale Timpson here with Simplified Horsemanship at Copper Cloud Ranch. We're here today to discuss some exercises that we use to develop intermediate skills for our horses and advance our training. And with that, we'll get started in the round pen. Dale Timpson here with Simplified Horsemanship. Welcome to Copper Cloud Ranch, and we're going to start today in the round pen by talking about our equipment that we use. We're going to do some intermediate training with my good friend Maximus. So it's very important to have the proper equipment to really learn to establish a refined communication with the horses. So number one, I'd like to talk about the halter, which is very important because the conventional flat halters doesn't put enough pressure to them when we're doing training. So I really like these rope halters. It's a very direct, small rope that puts pressure on their pole and their nose to help establish better control. And we want to do this as gentle as possible, but as firm as necessary. So anyway, we have a nice rope halter with a nylon wrap here for a nose piece. When the pressure needs to be there, it's quite firm, and then when it is just sitting there, it's even more comfortable than the regular flat conventional halters. And then we want a good solid lead rope. A lot of lead ropes are too light, and so they're not near as effective as this yacht braid rope material. It's got some good weight to it. The horse is very, it just is a stronger way to communicate with your horse. So we have a nice sturdy bull snap that we clip the halter, the lead rope to the halter with. And then the length of the rope is quite important. You want 12 to 14 foot lead rope to where you can really move around your whole horse. Like one exercise we do is we put it around the butt on the off side, and we want to stand here at their face and have the length of the lead rope to where we can just ask him to move away from us and just give to that pressure. So the equipment is very important to have some good equipment that's a lot more effective. So next we'll talk about our carrot sticks. We have the 2 carrot sticks that we use for advanced training. We want a grocery bag on a stick to use as an extension of our hand and just show him that even though this makes noise and it moves around, we're not going to hurt him with it. But we're gonna help desensitize him because these prey animals need a lot of reassurance with desensitization. And so we use this flag on a stick for that. And then we also have another stick with a string on it that we use to, flog our horses and move this string around to get them ready for maybe the lariat in the future. So we swing this around, make a little noise. We slap the ground. Just make sure that we use it as an extension of our hand to make sudden movements and make sure they're not afraid of it. So we want a good long extension of our hand. So we use a string and then this 3.5, 4 foot stick to just be able to make sure they're real comfortable with whatever we're wanting to do. But we want to do this on both sides and really get good at using both of our hands for this. Move this around, touch them anywhere. The further away we are from our horses, the more insecure they are. So you can see when I'm out this far, that makes him just a little bit nervous. So we just use these things to advance our training and create a little more space between us and get him more secure. Because when we start them, we want to make them realize that the closer they are to us, the more comfortable things get for them. So then we just reestablish control at a further distance. So we go from this 12 to 14 foot line to a 22 foot line. And then, of course, a 30 foot lariat. So it's real important to have some good, sturdy quality tools to use for our training. After we've talked about the equipment we use, we'll go ahead and put Maximus to work and maybe do some more stuff than what we had done before and advance his level of education. And we'll teach him how to jump over the barrels. But to warm him up, I'm just going to send him out here and make sure he'll go left and right. First at a walk, we want to start slow with all our exercises. We'll start slow and then just, warm him up and make sure he's paying attention. So if he goes faster in the walk, I'll shake this lead rope a little bit until he walks. But as soon as he's walking around here, I just stay relaxed and just give him more responsibility. So now he's walked a few times. We're going to ask him to trot 5 times around, and then we'll send him the other way. So I point, look, click, and he went, so I didn't have to swing my rope. So as long as he's trotting around here, I'm just going to relax and just stay focused on where I want him to go with the energy I want him to go in. So I point, look, click. So we just give him more and more responsibility as our training goes along. A lot of people want to let their horses stop when they eliminate, but these horses can crap on the run, so we teach them they can multitask. They do that really well out in the wild. So there's 5 circles. We'll say, whoa, look at his hind end, make sure he looks at me with both eyes and comes to me. Let him sit for a minute and reassure him that he did what I asked him to. It's real important to assure them that they're doing the right thing. It's like kids in school. They need rewarded. So now we look out, point, swing. As soon as he moves, I relax and let him walk around to the right. Walking around nice, we'll trot, we'll look, point, Cluck, swing. We'll stop by looking at his tail and saying, whoa, good boy. And the main thing is, you know, in order to get our horses to really do a good job at what they do, we want to make sure they enjoy it. And so we keep, number one, we keep it simple and we keep it interesting, and we show them a lot of different things. Okay, so we had a good warm up at a walk and a trot. Just got him warmed up and following my suggestion. So with that, we're going to go teach him how to jump a 2-foot barrel. And so to begin with, we separate the barrel in case he's too afraid to go over it. He can go through them. So we'll just ask him to walk up here and just get familiar with them. So we don't want to rush him. It's like teaching kids the alphabet. You don't just get too aggressive with thinking that they should know the alphabet. So we're just going to introduce this really slow and casual and say, this is a barrel. Within 5 or 10 minutes, he should be able to go over the top of them. So when he's comfortable with being next to him and sitting there, we're going to see if he will walk between them. You want to space them to where it's a little bit of a challenge to go through there. At first, we'll ask him to walk through there, and he bumped them with his legs and realized they're not going to hurt him. So he goes through. We're going to send him 3 times from the left, and then we'll swap directions. There he goes. So it's easier if we make a V out of these barrels in the direction he's going. So we stand next to the barrel so he can't come between me and the barrel. Let him get to... You have to work both sides the same. They have 2 sides to the brain, so whatever we do on one side, we always do on the other. Okay, he's going through there pretty comfortable. One more time, we're going to close him up to where he's going to have to go over. So this time we want to give him a little bit of momentum, so I'm going to get him out here a little ways. Get him trotting. I like to leave these lariats and other ropes in here to let him walk through them and get familiar with them. There he goes. So he's licked and chewed and accepted that, so he should just readily go over it again. Good. Good job. So we'll let him come in and let him know that's exactly what we wanted him to do. Max is a little bit of a sensitive horse, which I really like, because when they're sensitive, they have more feel. When you go to your advanced riding, he starts to respond when you start to ask him. He's just very responsive, and so I really like a more sensitive feeling horse, because they'll give you more in the end when they really know what you want. Sometimes it takes a lot more time to get them comfortable with everything, but if you're patient, the patience really really pays off. So with that, we'll turn these barrels a little bit the other way. We'll send him this way. So we start with this shorter lead rope until he's confident. And then we'll put him on the longer lines so I'm further away from him. Good. Woo. So a lot of people get too monotonous, and so I like to teach them something and have them doing it a little bit, and then we'll move on to something else. So we don't want to wear him out on just one thing. But I always like to finish real quiet, so I'm going to send him back over here and just have him stand by the barrels. And if he wants to go over, that's fine. But we'll just keep doing this until he'll just stand here. He thinks he's pretty neat because he's figured this out already. So we're just going to ask him to do this until he's just comfortable with standing there. Oh. Number one, we keep it simple and we keep it interesting, and we show them a lot of different things. So we had him lead by his feet, getting used to a rope around his legs and stuff, and then we had him jump over a 2-foot round barrel and really set it up to where he can enjoy these things and build confidence. Okay, so that includes our session for today, and just remember to keep it fun, we keep it simple and keep it interesting. So hopefully we'll see you someday at Copper Cloud Ranch.